Okay, I think it was a really quality Wednesday practice for us today. You know, we were probably a little longer than a normal Wednesday, but there was some specific stuff we wanted to cover, so we took our time a little bit more to make sure that got done. But I thought the guys in a physical practice were very physical. They worked hard, came with the intention of getting better. Obviously tomorrow we need to polish things up, fine-tune the details, but I like the frame of mind of the team right now. I think they're chomping at the bit to get back on the field and compete and play, and we're going to need a quality effort. You know, the more we continue to watch Arizona State, they're a good football team. You know, even when you look at the A&M game, you can look at the score and think, oh, they got beat by a few touchdowns or whatever it was. It's a one-score game with 4 minutes left in the game, so they probably played better than people are giving them credit for, and we're definitely going to have our work cut out for Saturday night.
Noah Jefferson is a guy who really flashed in the game the other night. What have you seen out of him, and can you see him playing more than he has?
Well, he's a guy who's developing at the position. You know, he didn't play much defensive line in high school. You know, he was a tight end that we recruited as a defensive lineman, knowing that that's what his future would be. So he's learning the position. He's getting better kind of day by day, and you know, we're hopeful we can utilize him more because for as big of a man that he is, he has a lot of athleticism. That tight end basketball background that he has that athleticism which helps him inside. He's got some suddenness for a big guy. So hopefully we can continue to bring him on and utilize his services.
Steve, what do you do as a head coach when like one of your coordinators is under fire, you know, from fans and critics and whatnot? How do you counsel him at all, or?
I just continue to support him the way I've been supporting when I was a coordinator, and I didn't do my best maybe, and I didn't have our best game as an offensive coordinator. And you know, we've got people on our staff that work extremely hard, that are very bright, that are great coaches. They wouldn't be here if they weren't. And I just want to make sure that they go out and continue to operate to the best of their ability. And that's my job to do, is to motivate everybody in our building to be the best that they can be every single day that we come to work or that we take this field.
You lost some defensive playmakers from last year. You knew it would be tough to replace. How much tougher has it been than maybe even you would have expected?
No, you know, quite honestly, I just want us to execute at a high level, down after down after down. And that's not about being a playmaker or not. It's about knowing your job, doing your job, using the proper fundamentals and techniques, and playing with amazing effort. And if we have 11 guys doing that every snap of every game, we're plenty good enough to be successful. So that's what we're focusing on, not necessarily what we lost and you know, how we're going to replace those guys. They're long gone. It's about what we have now and how we're going to execute the plan and the scheme and the fundamentals and the techniques, and like I said, do it with amazing effort.
You've described your offense as you want to be fast, balanced, and explosive. What do you want the identity of the defense to be, would you say?
I want our defense to be aggressive, fast, opportunistic, creating turnovers, getting our hands on the ball, you know, playing with a chip on the shoulder. Those are all qualities of the defense that we're looking for.
The ability to get the takeaways, was that just part of the
Well, you know, it's been a little frustrating that we haven't gotten the turnovers because we had such a good training camp of getting our hands on balls, tip balls, overthrows, forced fumbles, and we came out the first game like gangbusters, creating 4 of them right off the bat. And now we've gone 8 straight quarters without creating a turnover, and so that there is some level of frustration there, because I know we can do it. I've seen us do it, and for us to become the team that we want to become, creating turnovers has to be a piece of that puzzle. And so we're emphasizing it. You guys probably saw us emphasizing it today in the start of our individual drills, our turnover circuit. So you know, it's going to be a big factor. And the really good teams create turnovers and they take care of the ball. And so we've just got to try to get back to that and do it with confidence.
Do you see any instances of guys thinking too much instead of playing? Because you
No,
have some new guys.
I really don't. I mean, there's times that occurs, you know, in all 3 phases. There's times that occurs. I think some of our issues have come, especially with containment on the quarterback, where we're trying a little too hard. And we have to remember to do our job. And if I'm a contained guy, I rush and I play with great effort, but my job is to contain the quarterback to allow others to go get him. When you come underneath and that's not your job and he flushes out, we have to fix that. And so it's not about playing with hesitation. Sometimes we're trying a little too hard that way. So we need to do our job, but still do our job with great effort.
One of the things Justin said was he was surprised he got 1 pass breakup. One time a defender got a hand on the ball. What does that tell you about
Well, it tells me that Kevin was throwing the ball in really accurate spots last week, and their guys made some quality catches. Their big people went and caught the ball, but I've seen our guys do that. I've seen our guys knock those balls down, whether it's against Juju or any of our big receivers, Darius, Isaac, Daquan. So again, what do you do when that doesn't happen? We went back yesterday and went right back to ball drills with our DBs, with our big people, and throwing the ball up and forcing our guys to get that muscle memory and get those habits right of knocking that ball down and having the confidence to go make those plays.
Is there any hope of getting Kevon back this week?
I don't know. He did more today. He definitely does not look 100% to me. We'll see how he responds from today. We've still got quite a bit of time for the ball game, but he's really going to have to move around for us tomorrow to show us that he's ready to go.
Dominic Davis had a bunch of big plays in practice today. When you see that, do you think to yourself, maybe I should try to get him the ball a little bit more in the game?
We do. It's hard. The moment you're giving the ball to him, that means Ronald's not getting it, or Trey's not getting it, or Justin's not getting it, or Juju, or Adoree, or Steven. So we try to find enough balance in there to get the ball to as many people as we can, and because we've got a lot of explosive people, and our numbers are showing us that. We're creating a lot of explosive plays. Our average yards per play is really good, but sure, we got to continue to fight to find ways to get 16 the ball as well as everybody else.
More plays, running more plays would help, right?
More plays, convert more third down, stay on the field.
With that depth, what do you see from someone like Sed Ware, kind of needs to get there and fight for his position?
It's awesome. Quite honestly, the competition is great, and we go to team run a day, and Sed is running as hard or harder than everybody else. So it's pushing everybody, it's driving everybody, and the end result is over time, that's going to make us a better team, a better program through all of the competition. And Sed's going to have his opportunities. It just hasn't happened the way maybe everybody would have liked, but he'll have his opportunities. He's got a long career in front of him, and he's going to be a great player for us.
It looked like you gave Jay Golson a shot in a live drill today, and he did well.
Yeah, we didn't rush him. He's still non-contact, so we didn't rush him. He's in the yellow jersey, but we got him in with the full group with 22 guys in the field. We used our normal cadence, and he had a perfect snap. We made the kick, so it was really awesome to see. I think it puts a lot of things into perspective for a lot of people around here that, life's pretty good. Life's pretty good. When you're having a bad day and you see that guy go out there and snap the ball and do it the way he did, it's pretty inspiring.
Do you think if and when you ever use him in a game, Steve, will you have that kind of scripted in your mind of how it's going to happen, or do you think it's just going to be something that'll happen?
No, I think at that point we're going to have an agreement, I think, with our opponents, and it'll be a mutual agreement, with them and with us. And when the timing's right, I'll make that call. It'll be a great story for everybody involved. I think just from a sheer sportsmanship standpoint, it sends a tremendous message for college athletics. For our program, what it would mean to our team, for Jake to be able to do that, I think would be tremendous from just a morale standpoint. Go ahead, Dan.
How much do you, in terms of getting the ball back and getting those plays, do you factor in taking chances on, taking more chances on defense, giving people more bad plays? Do you balance that out?
I think there's some balance there, but I also think it's being sound. And when you're in the right spot, it's a lot easier to be to play with more anticipation. I'm confident of exactly where I'm at, or where I'm at in coverage on my man, or where I'm at in my pass rush lane, and now I can really anticipate what's coming next, what route's coming, what blocking scheme's coming, whatever that is, and then I can really go jump it. Then I can really go play that ball, or I can anticipate that throw and get my hand up. That, to me, is what we're missing a little bit right now. Just trusting that we're in the right spot. I'm totally sound with my technique. Here's what's coming. I recognize it. Now let me go make my play, and believe in making your play. The old saying, when you know, you go, and that we need more guys to go because they're in the right spot. They just need to let it loose, cut it loose.
Okay.
All right, guys.